Yo, welcome back to the show, y'all. Today I'm gonna give you an update on the account, and also we got some really cool news. A little mini update with some characters getting fixed, and that you can definitely read yourself. Or I know Fastidious is definitely gonna make a video. I kind of just want to point out a few things that seem really interesting, at least to me. All of it's really cool. All of it's very interesting, but I just want to kind of point out a few things that definitely, directly affects this account or something that I personally been asking for or wanting. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. But first, before we do all that, I did, if you could see, this is very low. This is very low. It's because last night I ended up pulling for Malvira because I did the math and I was like, hey, if I can get this, underneath like 150 or something like that and take the chance, I might be able to get her and still be all right for Kagiri. I ended up getting her around the 120 to 130 range, which is so awesome. I'm so excited that I finally got her. And also because of that, I got second place on the Rival of Heroes event or tournament. So I ended up getting 5 extra summons, so I ended up getting that back. And this is probably like the most I've ever used an amount of like saving. I saved a lot over, this is a free to play account. This is my main account, my only account. And I've saved a lot before, but I've never used basically everything in one like weekend. I don't think I've done that because I've gotten lucky before. Like I saved a lot for Boreas because I was really pumped about him when he first came out. Still one of my favorite legendaries. I use them for almost everything if I can. But basically, like even when I pulled for him or Sun Wukong or whoever it was, I never pulled this much. Well, obviously, probably didn't help that this weekend was also the Ancients, which was Ingrid and Valera. So, I mean, that definitely helped, but in the sense of like me increasing the amount of points that I did use, but this was a lot. I pulled a lot. That was pretty crazy. But yeah, with me doing campaign, which hopefully I can maybe do, sometime this week, I could stream it. I'm trying to finish all these pieces of the campaign to get a whole bunch of extra gems and so on to be able to be ready for Kagiri. On top of it, I need to work on this. I got quite a few I got to do, and I'm still, I'm still doing this. Which, oh, okay. That last one needs to be replaced, but okay. But yeah, but doing all this extra stuff, definitely gonna have a lot more summons, and I'll be fine for next week. That's the hope, right? Trying to stay positive here. And then we got our dailies and so on. But the one thing I did want to talk about, that's kind of the update on this account. But the one thing I want to do, and also probably during the stream, I'll make another video, is hopefully I can get a few more of these so I can actually use them, the special like gems. Hopefully I can get a few more and then go from there. And next week I'll be making a full decision on this hero reset book. Probably like maybe maybe in a week or two, I'll make a full decision on what I'm doing because I'm stuck between two decisions basically. I talked about in the other video, which is, do I reset my Praetus A5 that has all what are they called? Yeah, all these awakens right here. That is with these, yeah, with these soul stones. So I'm wondering, do I reset this? I have Praetus A2 or A3 and then Ingrid A2 or A3 based off if I can get a sixth one soon. Or I already have 6 of the unpolished soul stones and I can go A3 Wukong and A3 my bad, A3 Wukong and A3 Kagiri. So that's where I'm kind of at, and what I'm kind of debating on how I should approach this, because technically I have enough to go A3 and A3. So, and I know A3 Kagiri is like amazing, so that's why I'm kind of debating on how should I tackle it. So I would probably want to make that decision within the next week or two, because I would like to make a humongous push, especially now with Ingrid on Guild Boss 2. Obviously I do end up getting on the Titanic route, I end up, I get the 120. The highest I think I've gotten is 230 or 240. I would like to make that big push to really help my guild be able to almost. I mean, we've taken down Apocalypse 1. We've gotten, I think, closest like the 30% mark. I would like to be able to make a humongous push to help my guild, the guild that I actually created, Dr. Doombots, Dr. Doom's Doombots, I mean. And it'll be cool to be able to make that huge push so everybody can get those extra rewards, which is nice. So those are some things I would like to do on the stream. I don't know if I'll be able to do everything on stream, but maybe within a few multiple streams for sure. But yeah, the few things I did want to talk about that's really cool for me personally. I did like the bulk enhancement, which is really cool. If you guys read through this, if I can find it. Yeah, right here. Bulk enhancement. So my first gacha game technically, well, I think a lot of sports games are technically considered gacha games in the sense of, collecting. So if you want to consider that a quote unquote gacha game. But when it comes to this was raid in this. And then I tried other games there and there, and I'm really excited. Dragonair is amazing. And I'm excited for God Force, which I'll be definitely recording. I am going to be part of the alpha, by the way, so I'm super stoked about that. But besides that, I digress. The point I'm making is that we've been asking for or I've been at least asking for bulk enhancements. So it's going to be really cool being able to get 10 pieces of gear, tell them all to level 8, look at them, and just start wiping them off your account if you don't want them. That's going to be really cool and very helpful. And it's going to speed up the process, especially speed up the process when it comes to the one event, I forgot what it's called. The one where you have to enhance gear to be able to move up the reward system. We literally just had tails or something. But that's going to be really, really helpful and really, really cool. There's a lot of great things in here, but the one thing I would like to talk about is going to be my guy, Boreas, and then Tallulah, and Beatrix. All three of them are going to get love. Boreas is getting a lot of love. I'm so excited. Tallulah is also getting fixed in the sense of when she heals or when she cleanses, she doesn't do a great job at fully paying attention on who needs to be cleansed at that moment. It's she's I'll eventually get to you. They're fixing the whole idea of if someone needs to be cleansed, that's going to be her priority. So they're going to optimize that and kind of fix that where she gets to pay attention a little bit more to it. That's really cool. Tallulah is part of my second team, which is with the first Apocalypse team, for Guild Boss 2. She's really awesome. She's one of my favorite underrated legendaries. But her being able to be more consistent with the cleanses, on top of the extra love she's getting when it comes to the artifact and then the exclusive gear, it's gonna be really cool. And then Boreas, obviously, I mean he's one of my favorites. Even when they did nerf him or buffed him, nerfed him, buffed him, all the multiple times they messed with him, he's still one of my favorites. I try to use him for everything. He's very helpful. And on top of it, being able to have this exclusive gear on top of the artifact, I'm gonna be grinding these meteorites, and I'm gonna be saving them. I'm gonna be saving as much as I can so I can go at least get one and go from there. I'm so stoked about that. Ingrid, I have been using her a little bit. I was very confused on which mode was which. And I just figured out, I think yesterday or 2 days ago, I finally figured it out. I had to look it up and watch some videos, and I was a little confused because when I was using her, the animations were acting up a little bit, at least from my phone screen. But when I actually got in here, I was able to actually see it. I don't know if that was just on me or maybe I just wasn't paying attention, but finally fully figured out. But I haven't really messed with her as much as I want. But I gotta try her out. Oh my gosh, try her out a little bit more and see, what she can. I know she's phenomenal. I could see definitely the difference. But yeah, I mean, I'm excited to finally use. I mean, I did use her for Apocalypse 2 last week, or a few days ago. I did use her. She was, I think, my third, fourth top hitter, something like that. And I think it's because I had her on AoE mode the whole time. And she still did damage, which was awesome. So, yeah, I figured out, I think, halfway through the fight. I didn't realize I didn't click it. And, yeah. But she was still really cool. She was still definitely putting in that damage. She's awesome. But I'm really stoked to, push with her and also use Malvira, which is really awesome. But, yeah, that's kind of the update. I want to talk about the little update that we're going to get on top of, some little things we're going to do from here moving forward. But yeah, we're going to be doing some streams on this, and I'll be posting some videos and updates on what we kind of get. I have quite a few, and I definitely need to start working on them because I don't want to get to a point where I end up getting like in the 40s, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I don't want to put myself in that position, especially the amount of grinding I'm doing right here with the new limited, like the Vault of Elendris Stage 7, the constant like grind on that where I'm putting so much energy in it, especially too after all these pots that we have. I definitely am thinking about investing a lot more, or I'm debating on waiting for this side to open because I'm assuming these three are going to be very similar to these three. You have the campaign, you have the final challenge, main challenge, which is here too, and then you have the little mini limited gear raid. So I'm debating if I want to put maybe another 20 to 34 or even 40 more pots in this and then transition to this, because I also don't want to miss out on whatever's happening here, because this might be phenomenal, but at the same time I'm also wanting to partially wait for the next Brave Conquest, which is tomorrow. Okay, then that's when I'll do it. Yeah, so that'll be really cool. Also, we're getting a whole bunch of new extra stuff. We got Nascent, which a little jealous because I pulled everything from Malvira, but I ended up getting Malvira, which, I mean, if I pulled a Nascent banner, I would want Malvira anyways. So end up getting her, so I end up working out, and it gives me an extra few days to save, right? And then I love the 1+1s. They're always my favorite. But at the same time, I mean, like I said, I gotta save up for Kagiri. I have about a week and a half of saving up, and I think I'll be fine, especially when I end up getting my rebates for all of these rares. So I'll be in an alright position. But we'll figure it out. We always do. So even without spending, we'll always figure it out. Just gotta grind a little bit, gotta get the campaign going and everything. But yeah, I appreciate y'all, and I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.